Peace and love, everybody. This is Prophetess Sheena, as in Prophetess Sheena TV. You are tuned in once again to our Spirit and in Truth group. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure just don't view these videos. Subscribe at the bottom. It's a link right down there at that bottom. And make sure you hit the like key. Definitely hit that like key. Like I said, this is a forum. This is a Spirit and Truth forum. You're free to leave any opinions. We welcome all faiths. To topic of this video is about basically it was inspired by Jay-Z's song Bam that he did with Damian Marley. Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Damian Marley. Oh man, I love that video. I love that song. A lot of that has to do with ancestral love and what's, like pretty much what Kendrick Lamar talks about when he says DNA. So today's video is going to be talking about just that ancestral DNA that is in us that goes all the way and dates back to Africa. This is my personal drum that I have in my house here, and I drum on it sometimes. I play on it. My kids play on it. But it's just something when you hear that beat. It's something about that beat. It's just boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. Like Jay-Z said in his song, Bam Bam. And I loved how he had the lady, I don't know her name, but the lady that was on there, I don't know if she's related somehow to Damian Marley, but I love that video. It inspired this. So like I said, this topic is something that's dear to me as an African American female. Just wanted to jump on here and talk about, maybe explain some things to some of the other races that might be watching. All of that is connected. All of that's connected, y'all. What Kendrick Lamar, shout out to Kendrick Lamar, what he's talking about when he says DNA. It's in our DNA. As African Americans, it's in our DNA. You wonder why some of our children, not all of them, but the majority of them, know how to dance. Well, they just do. My daughters have always loved dancing. They hear that beat, and I gotta go grab my drum again. Hey, you know what I'm saying. So that beat gets to going, and it's just something that's in our bones because it dates back to Africa. That it was almost a part. Matter of fact, I won't say almost. It was a part of our spirituality. The dance, things that people talked about as far as the witch doctors and things that was looked upon as evil. And some of the voodoo and the dances and things, I'm not going to say that they're not evil, okay? Because some of it was, I don't like that word evil. Some of it was on the dark side of things, but a lot of it was done on the lighter side of things. In joy, in dance, in happiness. It was a part of our culture, from Africa. It was a daily ritual for us to have that bam bam, hey, and it's kind of looked upon as when now a lot of the movies that Hollywood did where they showed, the taboo, they wouldn't show it in a positive light, kind of like a lot of the American Indian, Native Americans, movies that they would show the cowboys and the Native American. They would show them in a negative light. These are things that's integrative to our culture. When I say "our," because the Native Americans are connected to us, they are also one of the tribes. So, like I said, there are 12 tribes. The 12 tribes, we are Judah, the 12 tribes dating back from Israel. And, you know, of those 12 tribes, we are pretty much, sorry about that, of the 12 tribes, we are pretty much considered the most loved. We're the most intelligent, the most, when I say intellect, we are on a higher level. If you do any kind of study, you talk to any Hebrew Israelite, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite, but I have friends that are, they will explain this to you. And they will specifically explain that the tribe of Judah within these 12 tribes, which is the African American, we are on a higher level of where we're so cherished because of our intellect, because of who we are as a people. And sadly, we have forgotten that. But it's something about when that music come on. Grab my drum here again. Hey, it's in our DNA. It's in our DNA. You know, something about that beat. It's in our DNA. Hey, like Jay-Z said, bam, bam. It's in our DNA. And, you know, many of you might feel that this video has no meaning, but really it does. I'm saying a little in order to say a lot. And a lot of us need to do our history. A lot of African Americans need to do more history digging, as Hispanic people do, and as Native Americans do. You know, we need to understand when the rappers of today are being more conscious and they're coming out with songs. You got Jay-Z teaming up with Damian Marley, and he's had the song Bam, and he's actually going to where Damian Marley lives and he's getting into it. Check out that video on YouTube. You know, I love that. I love that video. It is just so, it's just something about when you see it, you know. You just feel that culture. You don't have to be an African American or a Jamaican to feel that culture. You could just feel it, you know. But it's something within us, indigenous, people, where it's in us. It's in us, that DNA, you know. So, like I said, I don't ever claim to be perfect. I trip over some words sometimes. I'm just an everyday single mom coming on here, trying to connect with you, not trying to be shiny, not trying to be fancy. But I have reached a level where I have earned to wear this turban on my head, to represent the intellect, to represent the enlightenment, that level that I've reached. It's things I've learned and have researched. Research is the key. Research is the key, y'all. You gotta research. Open your mind. Open that third eye that's there. Don't always think that that's negative. You know, oh, the third eye. You know, a lot of times Hollywood makes these type of things that were originally given to us. Think about the knowledge that it took if you go back to Egypt, which is in Africa, by the way. You know, Hollywood has made it seem like Egypt is a separate continent, separate from the continent of Africa. No, it's in Africa. So if you go back and think the intellect and the third eye, you know, just that vision that had to be there to create the pyramids. Think about that, you know. And like I said, you can look at any video and just get into the beat. all that voodoo and all that negativity out of your mind, because that's nothing but Hollywood trying to make it seem scary. Embrace it. It's our history. It's in our DNA. And I'm going to go strong for what's in my DNA. Bam, bam. Peace and love. This is Prophetess Sheena on Prophetess Sheena TV, coming at you once again. Embrace your ancestral traits because it's in our DNA. Do an African dance. I do it sometimes. Hey, bam, bam. Peace.